Here we go again. Wait.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum.
That was so good.
That was perfection. Welcome back to Absolute Chaos Podcast number 4. I am your host, Jada Elise, and this is
Your other host, Chelsea Beach.
And we have Montana here, growling in the background, as always.
Laying on the ground.
And this is
Chillin'.
the podcast for women who like to talk sports and stuff.
Sports and stuff.
Because we are women.
Who like sports and stuff.
Yep. That's fairly simple.
Us?
How
A lot
are-
of you guys too, probably.
Yeah, how are you doing today? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How are you doing?
I'm feeling really good. We got 2 episodes this week.
Ooh, how exciting. Go
I'm wearing this really comfy Wawa sweatshirt.
That does look really comfy.
We forgot to turn on the fireplace.
Oh,
to set the ambiance.
Setting the tone, setting the ambiance in here. Oh man.
Should we flick that on
Shall
really quick? You know, I think the people have become accustomed to a certain demure,
A certain look.
a certain
Should I do
certain ambiance that we give. We're gonna flip it on. Oh, look at that! There it is. Welcome. Now that we're a little bit cozier.
Get a look in my little slippers, my sweats.
Now that we are in this cozy moment of time.
Cozy chaos. Oh. Wait.
A little bit of cozy chaos
I
today.
love that.
We're gonna take you a little ASMR football talk question.
Ooh.
Gonna bring things down real quiet. Okay, I'm done. I can't keep doing that.
Yeah.
Do you like ASMR?
Sensual. It like in terms of like watching videos. With
Yeah,
it?
like whenever like people are doing like those click 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 click, and they do all the whispering, and it's supposed to like do something for people.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't really do anything for me, if I'm being honest. Like, it's relaxing, I guess, in a sense. Certain things, not like the click 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 stuff. Probably wouldn't like that. Like, I saw Kourtney Kardashian do one with her Lemmy vitamins at Target, and like, I just love her. So I watched that and I liked that. Does that count as liking ASMR? Maybe.
I don't know, because there's like a certain type of people who like the sound, and
Yeah.
they like get like this calming effect from it.
Yeah.
And every time I hear it, I'm just like, oh, and it gives me like shivers down my spine.
The
I'm like,
heebie-jeebies?
yeah, the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't work for you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Or as Schmidt would say, the hibbis-jibbis.
The hibbis-jibbis. Schmidt.
Schmidt. I'm Schmidt. I feel like Schmidt would start his own ASMR podcast.
I could see that.
Yeah.
And just like mispronouncing words in
Yes.
it, like whispers.
Yes. Mango chutney.
Second. We talk about New Girl every podcast and I love it.
Right? I love...
We literally just talked about this stuff in the last podcast, some New Girl stuff,
Yeah.
Schmidt stuff.
We talked about it in episode 2.
Oh,
also,
we did. We
when we were talking about hot cross buns.
So basically every
And in episode 1,
we have talked about it every episode.
It was
oh my
on
God.
Wow. Okay.
It just comes out. Oh, and we talked about the flabbergast.
Oh, that's right.
The flabbergast button.
To
you
be
pressed it.
To be fair,
we just
I
can't
think
get enough.
that you and I, every single time that we talk at least once a day,
Yeah.
are quoting something from New Girl. So it's
Or
just,
sending memes and gifs.
yeah, it's just who we are.
It's become our identity now, basically.
Yep.
New Girls
Do you think...
for life.
So there are some times where I think I identify with Schmidt and you identify with Nick, and then there are other times where I think you identify with Schmidt and I identify with Nick. Like,
Yes.
depending on scenario.
Yeah, depending on like the day too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think that I don't think that I resonate with Cece very much. Probably also
She's
not
fabulous.
Jess. Like, I don't think I'm very Jess-like. I think if
I don't know.
anything...
I don't really think I'm really just like either.
Yeah, I would say I'm probably like the love child of maybe Winston and Schmidt.
Yeah, because Winston is low-key hilarious.
Yeah. Which actually Nick is kind of the love child of Winston and Schmidt, if you really think
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Because like...
Thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, could see it.
Yep. That's fair.
Pretty good.
Except I don't have a cat. I'm allergic.
Yeah. Oh, but fun fact that I learned from the Welcome to Our Show podcast, actually. The guy that plays Winston, Lamorne Morris, he's actually allergic to cats.
Fun fact.
And like really allergic. So he would like have so many scenes with Ferguson.
Oh, we love Ferguson.
Yeah. But he was actually allergic, and I was like, oh my God.
That is a fun
Never would have
fact
guessed.
indeed.
You're welcome.
Like, he gets all up in that cat.
He sure does.
Another fun fact. One time, when I was in Los Angeles, do you remember in like Burbank, there was like a high school, and it was right by like the mall. They had like an outdoor track type deal. I can't remember what high school it was, but I used to go running on the track there.
Nice.
And Lamorne Morris one time was at the track.
And you saw him?
He was playing flag football.
In real life?
Yeah.
You saw him? Did you say hi?
And I ran by and I go, that's Winston.
Winston! Oh my God!
That's Winston playing flag football.
That's Winnie the Fish. Oh my God.
I did not annoy him. But
This is like a perfect segue.
This ties into one of our segments today.
Yeah,
we should famous people stories.
We should just talk about it now.
Okay. Yeah, sure. We were going to talk about football first, but you know, sometimes the chaos takes you where the chaos takes you.
And the chaos has taken us
also,
to
we have just realized, I've just realized we're sitting too far away. We got to sit more center. We got to be more center in the camera. Get close. Get like we like each other.
Snuggle.
We do like each other. So that's fair.
I'm getting comfy.
The
ground is our friend for these podcasts.
Yeah.
Now we've decided, I think.
We found that it's easier to shoot from the floor, mainly because it's less of a setup.
Yeah.
And we don't have to like try as much. Oh, Montana has decided that we are boring him. He is left.
Go relax, buddy. You do your
left.
thing.
But one of the things with this setup that we use is that when we have us on video and on camera, the outside of the frame has like a fisheye, like a natural fisheye thing that it does with the type of camera that it is. And so we noticed when we were cutting up some clips for our previous episodes that if we sit like outside here, we get very wide, and we do not like to look wide.
Yeah, like that one character in SpongeBob.
Patrick?
No, the fish. The fish who, if you look at the fish head on, it's like so skinny, and then when you like turn a certain way, the fish turns a certain way, then it's like a bit...
The ladyfish?
Maybe it's a ladyfish.
Isn't she like a pufferfish?
That's Mrs. Puff.
Oh.
She is a pufferfish though, yes.
I have absolutely no idea what we were talking about then.
Okay. It's
Montana!
just some random character that's in random episodes. It's not like it's a main character. And we're talking about SpongeBob now. Sometimes when I'm sick, I watch SpongeBob.
Yeah.
It makes me, I just feel comforted, and
have you ever met
I enjoy
SpongeBob?
it.
Segue back to our famous people stories. Have you ever met him?
I haven't. Have you?
I have not.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say. Yes.
No, that would be
As
pretty
a matter
cool,
of
though.
fact.
I did
He
know
does so
somebody,
many cool voices.
I did know somebody who was like a really big SpongeBob fan, and she was somewhat famous.
That's so cool.
But she was famous on BuzzFeed. I worked with her. She was awesome.
Aw,
her name
that's
was
great.
Candace.
Shout out to Candace.
Shout out Candace. She loves SpongeBob.
Nice.
And
me too.
I remember that about her. I'm like, I don't really know many people who have that asterisk on them.
Yeah.
Like SpongeBob lover. But she was indeed.
Aw, that's cute.
Okay, so famous people stories.
Famous people stories.
I mean, we already got the Lamar Morris one.
That's so awesome.
Who's somebody famous that you've met?
So when I worked at, I'll save my best one for last. When I worked at Disneyland, I was a PhotoPass photographer. Shout out PhotoPass. And that's just like you're snapping pictures of people, happy people in the parks all day, creating those magical moments. And one time I got to shoot Jesse McCartney and his family.
I would probably use a different terminology than I got to shoot Jesse McCartney.
Oh.
That's such a weird word for taking photos. Like that it's just a weird that's a weird word.
Okay, I don't like that. I feel bad that I said that now.
I got to
photograph Jesse McCartney and his family at the front entrance of Disneyland. So they were just getting there for the day.
I got to shoot pictures. Like that would be, but like.
Well, now I said photograph, so that works. But yeah, shoot people for.
Yeah, no, that's
just relates to. Yeah, no.
That took a real dark turn, real quick there.
Can I start over?
I don't think so.
Okay.
But everybody knows.
Yeah, you guys know what I'm referring to.
I think everyone knows.
Let's not dwell on it.
Like, we all know what she meant.
Yes.
We're saying, like, in general, not a great term for the word.
To use.
Like,
that, yeah.
We need to come up with a new word for taking photos of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah.
because even, like, you're like, I shot someone's photos. Like, not a great term.
Yeah.
Kind of like moist.
I could have just...
Not a great word. Not a great word.
Some people like that word.
Really?
I'm indifferent.
Well, still, okay, so you took photos,
I took photos
of
Jesse McCartney and his family, yes. So that was cool. That was one story I've got.
Okay. Well, let's see. Do I have any like Jesse McCartney-esque, like... Oh, I have a Disney story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is actually one of my favorite Disney stories to tell. One time, we were standing in the Fast Pass line, waiting for our Fast Pass time for Guardians of the Galaxy. Mission Breakout, and Jack Black rolled up with his family.
Oh my god.
And Jack Black arrives and he just has like, so first of all, he's in a dad backpack, which is amazing.
Perfection.
And he's got like 6 bags of merch. And he just like,
I love that for him.
All of this merch, and he's like carrying his entire family's merch. He literally looked like a gift Sherpa. He was just like...
He's got everyone's gifts.
He had all of the gifts.
Sweet. Aww.
And he comes up and he has one of the plaids with him. And so like the plaid is the person that like escorts you around. You get them for the day if you
guest services.
If you are of a certain stature. If you're of a certain stature, aka celebrity status.
Yeah.
And
you just pay for them for the day.
Yeah.
Basically.
And so they came to get in the Fast Pass line, and the Fast Pass line was long at this point because the Fast Pass for this time had just dropped. And so like everybody came for their Fast Pass time, and it was like during like a special like Halloween thing.
Yeah.
And so the line's super long, and he's standing there with all this bags, and he goes, "We should have skipped the merch."
That is amazing.
And my friend and I started laughing so hard because we were like,
it was him?
We knew it was him, and we were like, what a dad thing to say. Like,
real.
He literally was like, there's a long line now, and I've got 7 bags of merch, and I got a backpack on me, and I'm wrangling all these children. And he was just like, we should have skipped the merch. And you could just like tell, you were like, Jack Black is having a day. Jack Black is having a day.
That is incredible.
We actually, every time now that we go to Disneyland and there's any type of line, we get in line and we go, we should have skipped the merch.
Obviously, you have to say that now.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So that's one of my famous people stories.
That's so great.
You got any more?
I could tell another one. I'll do my best one.
Okay.
I don't think anything in my life, like a famous people story, is ever going to top this one. So another Disney story. When I worked at Disney World at Kilimanjaro Safaris at Animal Kingdom, which was my best job ever. So much fun.
That's the one where you get to go on the safari and like meet all the animals,
You go on a 2-week safari through Africa and you get to explore the
It's not really
safari.
A 2 week though, right?
No, it was part of the...
Oh, okay.
Part of the magic.
Okay.
If you will.
So it's not a 2-week excursion.
It is not.
How long is it?
It's like a 20-minute ride.
Oh, okay. All right,
so you go through the savannah, you go through the whole safari, and you see like giraffes, lions, elephants, so many animals, cheetahs. Anyways, I was coming to the entrance of the ride where people get on, and I had been called over by one of my coworkers, Karen, shout out Karen, because she put this person on my ride. It was a very famous person, and I saw like what was happening, and you have to just like keep your cool so bad, but in the meantime, like...
Can I guess?
Yeah.
George Clooney.
No. It's a lady.
A lady?
Yeah.
A very famous lady?
Yes, she's funny.
A very famous funny lady.
Yeah, think SNL.
Tina Fey.
Yes!
You said SNL, I was like, oh my god, is it Tina Fey?
Yes. Yes!
Oh my god.
I got to take Tina Fey on a private safari.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like getting chills just talking about it.
Tina Fey, if you remember Chelsea's safari ride, we love you. You're also a Philadelphian.
Yes, it was in 2010, Tina, my girl.
Oh my god. What if she remembers you?
That would be so cool.
Oh, that would be fantastic.
That would be awesome. I hope it was a good safari ride for her. But so I was coming over to like the entrance, which in this case, it was actually the exit because it was a very famous person getting on. They had me like load her on at the exit. She was the only person, her and her family, of course, only people getting on my safari. All the rest of the rows were like no one in it. They just sat like all the way in the back, and which is fine. That's totally cool. Got to go on a safari, and I was like freaking out. I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, inside.
Internal.
Yes,
internal freak out.
Internal freak out, and I was just like, I need to give the best safari ride of my life right now. But
did you mess up at all?
I gave really great safaris all the time anyways, if I toot my own horn.
Is it like Jungle Cruise?
Yeah.
Where you make like
similar but
dad jokes?
Similar but not as many jokes.
Okay.
Jungle Cruise has so many awesome jokes, and that would have been such a cool place to work too. But Kilimanjaro Safaris, I would say, is like more informative, but it's also still super fun, and you get to like know lots and lots of facts about all of the animals that I learned, and taking people throughout the safari. So like I killed it. I did amazing. But I was so nervous and like so sweaty, and then like after, of course,
you got the sweats.
After, of course, like, and it's Florida. It's already super hot. So I'm like, oh boy, the humidity, the heat, the nerves from Tina. So that was
the heat from the sun and the heat from Tina Fey being as gorgeous and
radiant
funny
and perfect
perfection.
And amazing. So, oh my gosh. So I remember like just like doing the whole safari with her, like 25 minutes of my life with Tina Fey.
If Tina Fey wanted to come on our show, oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
What if she wants to come on our show?
Tina, you're welcome.
Tina.
Anytime. Come on.
Tina Fey, this is a shout out directly at you. If you want to come on the Absolute Chaos podcast and talk sports and stuff with women, specifically female Philadelphia sports, with Chelsea and Dana. That's Chelsea. I'm Dana. She gave you a safari ride. I'm just a really big fan.
I'm also a really big fan.
Yeah.
It was like so starstruck, but you didn't have time to be starstruck.
So like, you want to go to an Eagles game with us? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
All the possibilities.
There's so much room for activities.
I'm like sweating again.
I'm really excited. This is like,
I know.
This is completely made up in our heads, but oh my god.
Amazing. It was so amazing, and she was so nice. And
my armpits
like,
are sweating now.
Me too. So she just like was so amazing and so nice, and didn't like get to talk to her that much, obviously. So like when she was leaving, like I was just like, bye, like Jumbo, like thank you so much, like for coming. Jumbo. Yeah, like Jumbo is high. I can't think of, wait, hold on. Asante Sana is something else too. I'm like blanking right now because I'm just nervous. Yeah. But I knew like all the words. Nervous. Yeah, she does. So it was such an amazing point of my life. And then naturally, when I got off the ride, like I was bumped. We use that term. So that's when you're like coming off the ride, and someone else is like taking your spot. And basically like everyone surrounded me and was like, oh my god, tell me everything. Like, I can't believe you got to take Tina Fey on a safari. So that was a highlight of one of the like many highlights of my life career.
She is one of the few books that I have finished.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a very big reader. It takes me a really long time to read books. I not only read her book Bossy Pants, but I finished it.
Awesome.
And I finished it pretty quickly. Mm-hmm. So that was pretty
awesome.
Exciting.
Yeah. So that's my Tina Fey story, and yeah, that was awesome.
I do have one more story you were talking about really like nice celebs, and I can do a quick nice celeb that also ties into football, so that'll go into our next subject.
Perfect. Amazing.
I was at a nightclub once, and I was in the VIP section because I was friends with people who like were hot and had like promoters and stuff, and like they sat in the VIP section. That was not me. But my friend was like, do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, sure. And so we get there, and like they're all like doing their thing and dancing and everything, and I'm like sitting off to the side, and all of a sudden like these guys next to me, they start being like jerks because apparently like I crossed the line like into their like booth, and I was like, first of all, it's an imaginary line, so that doesn't really make sense. But they were just being like really like out of line and out of pocket. And I started like arguing with them because obviously I'm from Philly, and I'm like, you guys don't have to be rude about it. Like, you can see that there's a lot of people over here. Like, I was just trying to take up a little bit of space to feel comfortable in a setting that I clearly was not comfortable in, and you guys are being assholes about it.
Ugh, rude.
And their friend walks over, and he's like, what seems to be the problem over here? And I was like, your friends are being giant dicks. And I look up, and it's JJ Watt. I'm like, oh god, it's JJ Watt.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, I have to play this cool, like
Nice.
Like, he probably like gets that all the time, and he was like, hey, I'm really sorry about that. He was like, feel free to like be on this side. And like, he sat down and he started talking to me, and he was like, I really like wish I was home right now. And I was like, oh my God, me too. And I was like, I'm usually in bed by like 10 o'clock. True story. I am usually in bed by 10 o'clock.
Same.
And he was very nice and kind and gracious, and he was like, hi, I'm Justin. Is that his first name?
Yes, Justin James Swan.
Yeah.
JJ.
And
Justin
he was like,
James.
he was like, I'm Justin. And I was like, oh, he introduced himself as Justin.
Yeah, you are.
He didn't say JJ, so like, okay, like we're gonna, and I was like, oh, hi, I'm Dana.
He gave you his full name, girl.
Yeah, and I was like, well, he just said he just said I'm Justin, like nice to meet you, but like
not like shorten his name for JJ.
Oh yes, yes.
I'm Justin.
And he was very nice and very kind, and then at the end of the night, like I said bye to him. I was like, bye Justin, like thank you so much for like being so kind and being so cool, like even though your friends were assholes. And his friends were just like, ooh, like you were on our side, and it's like, really?
Oh my
really?
gosh.
Like you're gonna do that? Like especially with a girl?
Yeah.
Like come on.
They were
like,
taking advantage of him and his fame and being like, I'm too cool.
I don't even know if it was that, but like they were just like, for how nice he was, I was like
they were being entitled.
Like
whereas
they were just being dicks. I wouldn't even say it was entitled. They were just dicks. They were dicks, and they were out of sorts, and he was so nice and kind and gracious, and I was like, I don't understand how you're friends with them. Like you're so nice, and they are just like complete and total opposite. And he was just very apologetic. He's like, I'm sorry about them. Like
that's great.
But yeah, he was very, very nice, and I
love that.
I literally was just like, very lovely meeting you. Thanks so much. And then, and then
and then your night went on. I love hearing like nice famous people stories, because you always like have some sort of like image that these celebrities like live up to in your minds, and it's like when you hear someone is nice, it's like, yes, that's just how I pictured them to be.
So he is actually now one of my favorite football players, just because he was nice.
Yeah, he was awesome.
So that's literally how you get fans. It's just like being nice to people.
Yeah,
so
because
it's football, like it's very easy to be a dick. Obviously by his two friends, it's very easy to be a dick. It's a lot harder to be nice, and like he was for sure. He was just all around like a very like good person,
stand-up guy, genuine,
and that resonated with me and stuck with me in my mind.
Oh my god! Shout out JJ Watt.
Shout out to everybody. All right,
everybody. Yeah.
I think we should take a quick short break, and then we'll come back for our next topic. How do you think?
Let's do it.
All right. Right on top of you, like I like ya. Right on you, like I like ya. Okay, so let's go into our next topic. Speaking of football. Should we talk about the Pro Bowl that's coming up this weekend?
Let's do it.
So the format this year is new.
Yeah, so I've heard.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how I feel about it.
And they're doing skill tests?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of different little games, competitions.
Okay.
It's interesting.
Not sure how I feel about that. I'll be quite honest.
I'm not sure either.
I don't really ever watch the Pro Bowl. Oh wait, you gotta scooch over a tiny bit more. Scooch over more. Scooch over more.
I'm scooching.
Okay, there we go. Okay.
I'm not sure.
We were scooched too far to the left.
Scooched too far.
Now we're scooched
on my
more.
eye.
Now we're scooched more. Okay. Sorry. What was I saying? I don't really watch the Pro Bowl.
Yeah. Yes, that's what you were getting into, indeed.
I don't watch the Pro Bowl and scooch to the right.
Yes. Yeah, I think they're trying to get more people to watch it. But I don't know. It's cool, I guess.
I want the Puppy Bowl.
The Puppy Bowl. Well, that's before the Super Bowl, right?
That's like somewhat during the Super Bowl. And I wish that they did the Puppy Bowl during the Pro Bowl. And like they spliced together the Puppy Bowl and the Pro Bowl.
Oh my god, they play with puppies.
Like
that would be one of their skills tests.
That would be fantastic.
Running with the puppies.
Loving that right now.
I'm just like imagining a bunch of different games for them and the puppies.
What if like instead, because like Jason Kelsey was saying when he was talking about the Pro Bowl that he feels like there's not much for like O linemen or defensive linemen to do because they're just like so big, and that like their skill set is really just like tackle the opposite line.
Yeah.
And so what if their roles were like refereeing the Puppy Bowl.
That would be so cute. Oh
I would love
Can you
to
just
watch,
picture them in little referee gear?
right? Watching Jason Kelsey referee the Puppy Bowl. That would be top of my list.
Oh my gosh. That would be amazing. I could see it now. I'm just like picturing this lovely Puppy Bowl with famous footballers
right
in it.
Yeah. I mean,
make it happen.
I would buy tickets.
Yeah, that would be great. But yeah, Pro Bowl this weekend.
Yeah.
Interesting new format. I did see though that Jalen Hurts and Darius Slay both got upgraded to the Pro Bowl since people on the Chiefs and 49ers are obviously playing in the Super Bowl, and the people that are playing in the Super Bowl don't get their Pro Bowl spot anymore.
We will have an update next week on our Super Bowl predictions and whatnot.
Heck yeah, we will.
For this week, we're gonna talk a little bit more about baseball. Baseball, baby. But I want you to finish your thought about how they got switched for the Super Bowl players. What do you think? What do you think their skill games are going to be?
I have no idea what the skill games even are. I didn't even know that it was changing until today.
Let's see.
Shameful admission.
Let's see.
I didn't even realize that it was changing until today.
Pro Bowl 2024.
Yeah, so there's going to be some skills tests.
Let's see.
Skills competitions, I guess. Non-contact flag football games.
That's weird.
Interesting. Well, you know what? They're probably doing it so they can avoid people getting injured. I can understand it from that angle, but then like why have it? Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth.
You're very big on singing randomly. That is a very Jessica Day thing.
You went exactly where I was going with that.
We share a brain.
Just said how I'm not really that much like her. Okay, I retract that last statement. In most ways, I'm not like her, except I do a lot of like sing-songy things.
Yeah.
Which also, I've noticed these past 2 podcast episodes I've done it.
Also, that's a very Nick and Schmidt thing that we do. We share a brain.
We do.
I feel like Nick and Schmidt share a brain.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, but which was evident. We were like texting last weekend and we were saying a bunch of the same things that the other one was saying.
It got really weird.
It did get really weird.
I mean, wow. that's fair. We are like, you know, that's why it's absolute
chaos.
How did, like, see? Right there.
What?
We both just saw an absolute chaos at the same time.
I just said chaos.
Yeah, but
you
like
said absolute chaos. You threw that word in there, and
but you didn't. Also.
But well, I was kind of going. There.
It was the same thought.
The same thought. Okay.
It was the same thought.
Yeah.
We were there. It was on the same wavelength. It might have not been the exact same words, but it was. It was the same.
It was the same. I was about to do sing-songy there again too.
I'm catching myself. I was like,
now.
I felt like you stopped yourself.
Yep, I did.
Okay,
wow.
So back to the Pro Bowl.
I do this a lot in life. I'm just like realizing.
The Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon.
Nice.
Include dodgeball, presented by Bud Light, tug of war, precision passing,
tug of war. That's
and
funny.
More. I think tug of war.
Jalen Hurts is going to be precision passing for sure.
I think tug of war was the thing that Jason Kelsey said he was going to be a part of.
I can see him doing that. Oh, that's cool. I'm interested to see how this kind of like plays out, and I kind of want to watch some of it.
Like,
maybe I'll tape it though. So I can skip commercials.
It's just like, what is the point of this?
I don't know. I really
dodgeball,
so people don't get hurt.
You can get hurt in dodgeball. Somebody whacks you in the face with a ball.
Yeah, if you're whipping that, like
I don't know how many times you played dodgeball back when we were in school, but I hated it.
We played it a lot.
I used to get hurt all the time. Aww. People would like peg me with balls. I was like, what are you doing?
I can smell that ball right now and feel it, hear the sound.
I can hear the boing.
The reverberate.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
It was the sound of a solid object hitting you in the face, but at the same time the noise it made, you were just like, this is not a solid object.
I kind of just like hit my face there, like for real.
Oh, don't do that. Be careful. Be careful. Don't hurt yourself.
I won't. I'll try not to.
So that's what's happening there.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. But baseball.
Yeah.
We were about to get into baseball, so
We
let's do
were
that.
about to get into baseball. So we have MLB opening
Soon.
March 28th. That's where I was thinking 2/28. Remember I said 2/28?
February 28th?
Yeah, I said February 28th. I was
March.
thinking March. I was like, something's
28th,
happening on the
baseball
28th.
home opener.
Yep.
Oh, you had the right day.
Right day.
But the wrong month.
And wrong event.
And wrong event,
Yes. This was in the last episode where I thought the Oscars were on the 28th.
Yeah.
In fact, it is
March 10th.
March 10th, yes.
For the Oscars.
And so MLB opening night is March 28th.
Yep.
But, so they're having the Padres and the Dodgers open the season a week earlier on March 20th.
Oh.
From Seoul, South Korea, and it's part of
Whoa.
their like international series.
Okay.
And the Phillies and Mets this year are actually playing in London on
Ooh.
June 8th and 9th.
So MLB's going international now too.
Yeah.
For the first time? Is this the first time?
No.
Oh.
This is they've done it before.
Where have I been? I only knew that like football games were being played internationally sometimes.
I think it
baseball.
I think it was recently in the last couple of years.
Wow.
But there have been other overseas things.
That's pretty neat.
And I mean, hey, Phillies, if you want to send us to London,
We won't object to that.
We will
at
do
all.
a podcast, and we'll do a solo travel adventure, like a solo mom and a solo lady, a single lady. We'll figure it out.
We'll make it happen,
We'll
Phillies.
figure out how to do it. So if you want to send us,
You know where to find us.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry. Back to the opener. Not pitching ourselves to the Phillies.
No.
So they're doing the opener. Technically, is March 28th.
Yeah.
That's the MLB opening night.
Official day.
Exclusive season opener with last year's World Series champions, the Texas Rangers, hosting the Chicago Cubs. But the first game of the season, which technically they're not, I don't know how that works. They're not counting it as the first game of the season, which is weird.
Yeah.
But
Strange.
but it is a week prior in Seoul, South Korea. So
Awesome.
and that's the Dodgers and the Padres,
Nice.
which two California teams? San Diego Padres and Los Angeles Dodgers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Padres are San Diego.
Yes, they are.
Whoops.
So we got
I
that
don't know where I
happening.
was thinking of,
We
but
got that happening. Oh, my back's starting to hurt.
me too.
Oh, big boob problems.
Yes.
Is that what it is for you?
Yeah.
I mean, I think mine in general, like
that-
my body hurts, but like
And posture a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, but sometimes I like notice my posture and I'm like, I'm sitting really terribly. I need to
yeah.
sit straight up.
I feel
So
that.
here we are.
So I mean, a good thing to talk about while we're talking about baseball, of course, is the Phillies.
Go Phillies!
Unfortunately, very sad news.
Yeah.
Rhys Hoskins was officially signed to.
Wasn't it the Cubs?
No.
Hold on, it's escaping me.
Yep.
I need to look it up.
The Brewers. Was that it?
That sounds correct.
I think it was the Brewers.
Hold, please.
I feel like it starts with a B. And he was officially traded last week.
Milwaukee Brewers.
Okay.
You were right.
Yep.
We kind of all knew that that was most likely going to happen, so we were somewhat prepared.
Well, we knew he wasn't coming back
Yeah.
because they replaced
Bryce Harper.
him at first base with Bryce
Bryce.
Harper
Mhm.
permanently at the end of the season last
Yeah.
year. And they made that announcement. And so
yeah.
it was
so
like,
it was kind of
well,
like, oh, okay, well, we know it's coming.
I kind of feel like they did him dirty. Like he was with
Oh, he actually just said that he really appreciated how the Phillies kept him so informed throughout the whole process.
I mean, they
and
kept
were
him
like
they-
transparent and
yeah,
honest.
they kept him informed and they were honest, but it's like the guy gets hurt for one season after 10 years with the organization. He gets hurt for one season and you replace him. I mean, don't get me wrong, like Bryce
What they
Harper
say
is
is-
like the guy they spent all the money on, but
Yeah.
like,
as they say, it's all business.
yeah,
That's
I
what
don't
they
know.
would say.
They
But
made
yeah.
they made a very emotional.
He
like,
had a really
tribute video
great-
to him,
Oh yeah.
and that made me cry. That made me sad.
Aw, Reese, we're gonna miss you, Reese.
It's like I wasn't
Thanks for
prepared
being-
to cry last week over a
No.
baseball video, and yet
But it happened.
I love how
He was great.
I love how our athletes, specifically in Philadelphia sports, they become connected to our community and to our city. And like, that's what being a Philadelphia sports fan is all about.
Yeah, and what
like,
many people don't realize.
Yes.
They always think the bad.
Yes. And they're like,
ugly.
oh, you guys throw batteries at Santa Claus. And it's like, yeah, but for good reason. Santa Claus was probably being a dick.
Oh boy, that took a turn. I wasn't expecting you to go there. Okay.
Santa Claus was not being a dick.
No.
We're gonna have to put an expletive on this episode.
Probably.
I've said dick a lot.
Yep, you keep saying it now.
It's like,
Tone it down. Tone it down, Dana. Stop talking about it.
Bring it down a notch. Bring it down a notch. Yes, this is absolute chaos, but
Absolute chaos in its finest.
it is classy chaos.
Classy.
We keep it classy around here, or at least we try to.
Classy chaos. Wait, for our, what are we saying?
The chaos crew?
Yes, never mind.
Yeah.
Yes, chaos crew.
Yeah, join the chaos crew.
Keeping it classy for our chaos crew.
You know, I think they probably enjoy when we get a little out of sorts.
Silly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we're pretty silly.
Yeah. But we're also very Philly.
And we're also like real.
Yeah.
I feel like we just keep it real. We're like super relatable.
I don't know how many people call people dicks on a daily basis, but
Oh my god, here you go again.
just a good word. It's a good word. I'm not gonna be able to use this on any social media clips.
No.
That's all right. But yeah.
I'm gonna censor you.
Just bleep Dana out every 15 seconds.
Be like, oh my god, what is this girl saying?
That was a great place to take a break. And we're gonna move on to female football questions that were submitted by some of the Chaos crew.
Some of our dear fans.
So, okay. Basically, what we were asked by one of our viewers if we could give some more technical know-how on the game of le football.
We sure can.
I just went French there for a minute. I don't know why.
Love it.
Le football américain.
French is like my favorite language, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Parlez-vous français?
Oh, oui.
Oh!
Very,
Me too!
very little. I want to learn more.
Do you do Duolingo?
No.
Oh, I do Duolingo.
You do?
I do. I'm on like level 3.
Oh,
I don't know. I would have to open my
That's
Duolingo
awesome.
app sometimes when I don't open the app.
I did not know this. No, I really want to take French.
Oh.
I should have taken it in high school.
I do it in the app. I took it in high school.
I should do it in the app.
And so I started doing it in the app, and I did a 100-day streak once where I learned it
Oh
for
my
365 days in a row.
That's awesome.
And it's one of those things where like, I feel like if somebody spoke it to me and they did it slow enough and it was like basic enough language, I would be able to tell what they were saying.
Ooh.
I wouldn't be able to repeat back to them. Like, I could probably do like small coherent sentences.
Yeah. That's so
but like
cool.
probably not. There would probably be somewhat of like a inconsistency barrier.
Yeah.
Like, going on.
That's like bound to happen though.
But like I think I could get by the bare minimum if I went to Paris.
Yeah.
Or France.
Oui, oui.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I'm jealous. I need to like take that Duolingo or something like that.
Oh my gosh, let's start learning French together.
We totally should.
Yeah.
I just think it is such a beautiful language.
Look at that.
And like it captivates me.
Look at
like
us.
how we were talking about accents that one time. Like the French language is just another thing that like captivates me, and I'm just like,
it is
so beautiful.
Yeah, it's a very like romantic language. Actually, it's actually one of the romance languages.
I was just gonna say it is one of the romance languages.
Yeah, it's very sensual.
Yeah.
Sometimes they say bread, and it's just like le pain, and it's like the bread. Le pain. Okay, le pain.
Yeah, I'll take some le pain.
I would like some le pain.
Oui,
Thank you.
le pain. Ooh.
Yes, give me some le pain.
Le pain. Give me that baguette.
Yeah, like
I want it in my basket. Well, I'm riding a bike.
I don't know what
I don't
basket
know what's
is.
happening.
I don't know what basket is.
No.
Bike is
Isn't it like
velo.
Oh.
Velo.
I wasn't gonna say that.
VELO. Velo.
Hello.
And I think it's le velo,
Le velo.
because it's a bike is masculine, so a bike is a boy.
Oh.
La bibliothèque
The more you know.
means the library,
Library.
and that is feminine. La bibliothèque.
La bibliothèque.
Yes.
Oh, French lessons with Chelsea and Dana.
Yeah. Wawa is just Wawa, but
Wawa wee wah.
Wawa wee wah.
Oh my
What is
gosh.
that from?
It's from some movie.
Isn't it?
Can't think of the name.
The guy
Or the
Borat?
show. Oh, yes.
Is it Borat? Yeah.
Yes.
He's like Wawa
Yes,
wee wah.
yes. Absolutely. Sacha Baron Cohen is
Yes.
so great.
That is a
The accents
fantastic.
that man can do.
Yeah.
Top notch.
Okay. So anyway.
Squirrel moment over here.
Yes.
Of course, on
Yes.
Absolute Chaos.
So back to our female football questions.
Yes.
So we're just gonna ask the questions that were asked of us. We're not gonna point out who asked them, because I didn't actually ask if we were allowed to do that, and I don't know. I feel like all these other podcasts like do it, and they just like tell you who asked them, but
Yeah.
I don't want to throw anybody on
If you
blast.
guys don't want us to do that, like, let us know.
Yeah.
And if you have more questions, keep them coming.
Okay, so here we go. First question. Why do they all start pointing in a certain direction after the ball goes down? And so I think they're talking about a possession
Yeah.
when there's like a fumble or something happens on the field, and another team
Recovers the ball or whatever.
It actually happens when both do it.
Yeah.
But so depending on what team recovers the ball, all of the players will start pointing, and they start pointing like either this way or to the left or to the right, like to their respective field goal, their respective
their
end zone. And that's to signal that they think their team has possession of the ball. And so that is a signal that the ref will then use to signify possession, which is different. So you point with one finger for possession, and it's kind of like a tomahawk chop. Like I just think of, I think of that thing. Like that's like the hand signal for a first down.
Yes. That's like
Which-
the Chiefs thing.
Yeah, So the like chopping motion, they'll turn and they'll go this way or this way, and that signals
a first down.
First down that way, first down that way. And then the
Correct.
pointing of just one finger is possession.
Yeah.
So full hand, first down, one finger, possession. So that's the pointing.
Love it.
In either direction. The next question is, how did the downs work? That's actually
That is a fabulous
perfect.
segue.
So the downs work. You get 4 tries to go 10 yards.
Yes.
And if you make it the 10 yards, you get another 4 tries to go another 10 yards, because the goal is to keep moving the ball down the field. And down the field is a expression that is to move the ball forward, because obviously it's not going up or down like it's a flat field, but like in like momentum, it's you want to move it down the field.
Yeah. To ultimately score a touchdown.
Yes, and so you want to keep getting first downs.
Yes.
So that
Very
you
important.
can keep moving the ball forward
Keep that momentum.
towards your end zone.
Yes.
That's the goal. And you get 4 tries to move it 10 yards.
Yep.
And each try is called a down. And so it's you snap the ball and the ball goes down and becomes out of play. Then you go to second down. So it'll be like 1st and 10. It's your first try to go 10 yards. Then say you get 3 yards on that run. So you get 3 yards forward. So then that becomes 2nd and 7. And then on 2nd and 7, you snap it, they throw it, they run a little bit, and then they get another 3 yards. So now you're 3rd and 4. And then you get a 3rd chance to go another 4 yards. And so they do another 3 yards. And so now they're
Just
4th
shy.
and 1.
So close.
And
what do
so-
they do? What should they do?
Yes, on a 4th down, there are 2 things that they can do. They can either punt the ball, which means that they turn the ball over to the other team through a punt return, and they will punt it as far away from where they are so that the other team has to start back as far as possible.
Yep, to make their way down.
Or they will go for it.
Or
I did air quotes there.
Or I will give another possible scenario. If they're in field goal range, they could also kick a field goal.
We will come back to that after go for it, but yes, she is correct. So technically there's 3 scenarios.
3 scenarios.
So at 4th and 1, you can go for it, which the Philadelphia Eagles are notoriously known
To go for it on 4th and 1.
because of a move called the tush push. And it's also called the brotherly shove.
Yeah, we love it.
But really, it's just a play where they all dogpile each other, and then they push the
everyone's
quarterback.
butts.
They just push everybody's butt.
They're moving those booties
over
out
the
forward.
one to get another first down. And so,
And the Eagles are pretty successful in that, and everyone is jealous.
yeah, it's got like a 90-something% success rate.
Yeah.
I don't know statistically it's 92%, but that is what Jason Kelsey has claimed it to be. But it's somewhere up there in the 90s.
It's high up.
It's successful.
It's very,
almost
very
every
successful.
time.
Not in our last game in the playoffs, though.
But then going back to what you were saying, number 3,
Yes.
and technically that one that you're talking about there, they didn't get that one because of a foul that was not called, which is a completely different
refereeing
topic.
problems. We won't get into it now.
Yeah, we're answering questions.
yes.
We're answering questions, so
Question
we're not going to get into
time.
that.
Yeah.
But the third way, as Chelsea was saying before, is to kick a field goal. So if you are in field goal range and you're at 4th and 1, the third thing that you can do, this is only if you're in field goal range, which determines basically where your kicker is good at kicking from. So like Jake Elliott can make like a 60-yard field goal.
Yeah. He's a boss. Justin
who's
Tucker is also amazing. He's a great kicker.
Okay. Who's the one from the Bills? He's the rookie.
Oh.
I think he's
Bass.
Tyler
Bass.
Yes, I think he's at like a 40-yarder.
Yeah, I'm not
Which
sure.
typically a field goal, if you're anywhere in between like 35, 40 yards, that's like a typical field goal area. You get into like the more skilled field goal areas when you're around 50, 60 yards.
60s, yeah. I think Jake's highest was a 62-yarder.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I wonder who holds the record for the longest field goal.
Oh, I think it's Justin Tucker.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh. She's going to look that up real quick. I'm
Yes,
going
I
to keep
am.
going over what exactly this is when you go on the downs. And so...
Yep. Justin Tucker, 66 yards. September 21st. Oh my gosh, I can't read. September 26th, 2021 against the Lions.
Wow.
Go Justin Tucker. Yay, Tyler. Husband's team again.
That is her husband's name. That's true. And so I think that kind of sums up the downs.
Yeah. That was great.
Yeah.
Very informative.
I felt like there was a lot of information there.
There was a lot of information.
I felt like that covered more than just the downs.
It definitely did.
Yeah.
We got into it there. So it was like a 2-for-1, 3-for-1.
Speaking of
More than
2-for-1 and field goals and whatnot, let's go to a 2-point. What's the difference between a 2-point conversion and a safety? That's another great
question.
So 2-point conversion.
Both of these are worth 2 points.
Correct.
But they work totally different.
2-point conversion is when the offense scores a touchdown.
So the offense, the team that has the ball.
Correct.
Just to clarify.
Instead of going for the 1-point field goal, which is
From, like,
an extra point,
Yes.
because a field goal is worth 3. That's when they kick it from anywhere on the field that they feel comfortable. A extra point is from the 35.
I want to say 35.
Yeah.
But maybe it's even closer.
And that one is specifically set at a place on the field each time that they score a touchdown. It's from the same spot.
Which a touchdown, real quick, sorry, is worth 6 points.
Yes. And they can either do an extra point or a 2-point conversion. And so an extra point, they kick it, boom, that's your extra point. A 2-point conversion is when they try to run a play to get it back into the end zone. So essentially they have to score another touchdown from the 35-yard line. And they try to run that in to get an extra 2 points. And so that's used in certain scenarios. Whereas a safety, do you want to do a safety or?
You can get into safety.
Okay. A safety is when the defense tackles a offensive quarterback in the opposing end zone. And so that would be if the team with the ball had to still go 100 yards to get to their own end zone. If the defense of the other team tackled or sacked the player in the end zone, that would be a safety. I don't know if that, oh no.
Sorry, just kicked the thing.
She's getting real comfy over here. I don't know if that, did that make sense, how I said that?
Yes, from what I heard.
Okay.
I was looking up the field goal thing.
I was like, she was looking something up.
I was distracted. The field goals for the extra point after you score a touchdown is from it's placed at the 15-yard line, but it's equivalent to a 33-yard field goal attempt.
Okay. That's good to know.
It's confusing. Because I was like, wait a minute, something doesn't sound right. And I know it's like more intricate than that. So I needed to look it up.
I'm glad
it was going to bother me.
That.
Yes.
You're very good at clarifying. Well, I think we're both good at clarifying.
Yeah.
But I like that you looked it up and got your facts. So that's the difference between a 2-point and a safety.
Hooray.
The next question is, what is the line of scrimmage? Do you want to take this one?
I'm going to just let you handle all of them because you've been doing such a great job.
Oh, thank you. The line of scrimmage is an imaginary line. You can't see it.
Yeah.
It's an imaginary line that determines...
But they show you it on the TV if you're watching on the TV.
Sometimes
Sometimes.
It's a big yellow line.
Yeah.
The players can't see it.
The players can't see it, so it's imaginary for them.
Yes. But it basically separates your side from the other team's side. And you can't cross that line until the ball is hiked. And if you do cross that line before the ball is hiked, you get a flag. Which could either be offsides or false start.
Yeah.
Which, should we...
I was just going to say, maybe we should go into those since we're using these terminals.
I was like, that's not a question, but it is one that we can answer.
It's relevant that, yeah, especially because you just mentioned the terminology.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
So, a false start is when someone from either the offense or the defense moves before the ball is hiked. So, when they get into their formation, there is a certain point where they are not allowed to move. There are only a few players who are allowed to move, and those are players that are in motion. Mm-hmm. And that's like wide receivers, quarterback, and tight end, I think. I think they're the only ones that are allowed to go into motion, possibly a running back.
Yeah.
But like the O-line can't move. They have to stay where they're at. And the defensive line, same thing. They have to stay where they're at. And so if either of them flinch, move, sneeze, like literally
any type of movement, no matter how small it is.
Yeah. I remember there was one time that one of them like tensed up their hand. And that got called as a false start. And then an offsides is when you go over the line of scrimmage. So it's kind of a false start, but also you break the line of scrimmage. So a false start is when you just like move wrong and like you jumped before the ball is hiked. Offside
They're ready for it.
Yeah.
But not on time.
Offside is when you move and go over the line of scrimmage and you go offsides. So you go off your side and onto the other team's side. So that's an offense or defense thing.
Yes.
I hope that this is clarifying.
It sure is.
It makes me feel great. It makes me feel really good that we know this much about football.
Heck yeah. Knowledgeable football lovers over here.
Ladies loving sports.
Ladies loving sports.
LLS. That's another New Girl reference because ladies love Schmidt. So sorry. Excuse me, I just burped. That intern with Monty is like passed out right now and just like snoring so loud. I don't know if you can hear him, but oh my god, he sounds like a tiny freight train.
So cute.
He's the cutest.
Oh my gosh.
So let's go into our last
Little
question,
angels.
which is, what's the pocket? Now, we had to look this one up beforehand just to make sure that we got it correct, because it's one of those things where you understand it when you understand it and you don't when you don't.
Yeah.
And
it's also just hard, like, explaining things that, like, we know and love and, like, are so used to seeing. So, like, sometimes going into it, it's like, wait a minute, I need to, like, clarify just because we're used to it. And, like,
it's another imaginary
we just know
thing.
it. It's like we know it. Yes, another imaginary thing.
It's like there's a space that the quarterback is allowed to be in, and it's called the pocket. And it's where the O-line protects him, and it's where they do all the throwing from, and it's like it's their space where they're supposed to be safe. And nobody's supposed to be able to get into the pocket, and if they go out of the pocket, like it's like dangerous territory if they're out of the pocket, but they're supposed to stay in the pocket. And the pocket is kind of like a circle,
like around the quarterback.
Yeah, and it's like a pocket of air. It's like an air pocket.
An air pocket.
Yeah, it's kind of like an air pocket for the quarterback to move around safely to be able to throw the ball. And it's where they stay to be the most protected.
Yeah.
It's literally like, like you put somebody in your pocket to keep them safe. You put the quarterback in the pocket to keep them safe.
Yes.
I mean, I feel like I'm not describing this one as well, but
it's fine.
But whenever you hear the announcers talking about he's outside the pocket, it's like he's outside the safe zone.
Yeah.
He's open.
He's open for anyone coming at him, basically.
Dangerous territory.
Yeah. And your O-line needs to do better at protecting you.
Yeah.
I feel like that was all the questions.
Yeah,
this week that we got.
But like, did we cover that one?
I think so.
I feel like that was good.
I feel like that was good.
I feel like that was a good
That
descriptor.
was fine. Yeah. And sometimes, like, they do show it on the TV if you're watching. Again, not, like, in person. Where they, like, outline kind of the quarterback and, like, sometimes we'll put a circle around him. And, like, he's in the pocket here or he's out of the pocket here. Like, they'll sometimes do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So those are some great questions that we got asked.
Yeah.
Keep them coming, honestly. If you have more, we'd love to get into them.
Yeah. Please send us to them, or send them to us, or send us to them. We like to travel. We're very well-traveled people, obviously, from our French lesson earlier. So I feel like that wraps up that
football talk.
That wraps up
our
football talk
sports
for the day.
talk.
Yeah,
sports talk.
And now we get to go into a very important topic.
Yes.
So let's get into
ready
that.
for it. A topic that everyone loves.
Especially my stomach. It's
Me
Girl
too.
Scouts cookie season.
Girl Scout cookies.
We feel like we are experts to discuss
naturally
this topic because we were both Girl Scouts. Do you remember?
Girl Scouts.
Do you remember being in Girl Scouts?
I sure do.
How we would do that thing every year. I think we did it with the Boy Scouts, where they would like take us. We would all meet at this church nearby, and then we would all walk down the road with like flags and stuff, and we would go to like this little like memorial that was like right down the street, and we would all like put flags in the ground. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
No. I actually don't.
What? What? Oh my goodness.
I'm not sure. I need to like get my memory into gear here because it's not ringing a bell right now. At first when you started, when you were saying like we would march with like flags and stuff, that kind of was familiar to me.
Yeah, they would give us all a tiny flag, and then we would go down to the little like veterans memorial thing, and we would all put our flags down, and we would like line the thingy, and then they would do like a whole thing where like the Boy Scouts would stand with their flag and a Girl Scout would stand with hers, and we would do like, there would be like a trumpet player, and then we would all walk back up the street.
No, this is like really not ringing any bells for me.
Goodness.
I don't know why.
Okay. All right. Well, that was something that we did in Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, or maybe it was just Boy Scouts.
I'm not sure.
I feel like we did it.
I don't remember. I have a pretty good memory, I think.
It's the one,
but I'm not sure.
It's right by the church that we went, that Tyler had his billboard
Yeah.
By
I know
that
where
church
you mean.
and that little memorial thing.
Yeah, I know where you mean.
You don't remember doing that?
No.
Oh my goodness. Okay, maybe I'm having a fever dream.
Maybe.
Whew. I mean, that's possible.
Maybe you were like higher up in Girl Scouts than me.
I
stopped after juniors.
I did brownies and juniors.
You didn't do cadets?
No,
I think that was the next one.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
I did brownies and juniors.
Yeah, so did I.
Can't remember if I did daisies. I don't think I did daisies.
Oh, I did daisies.
Oh, I think you were in daisies when I was in brownies.
Yeah, maybe.
Because you were 2
so
years
then maybe
younger.
you guys did stuff that like we didn't do later on.
I don't remember when that stopped, but
I'm not sure.
Anyway, Girl Scout cookies.
We're well versed in Girl Scout cookies.
Yes.
Have you gotten any boxes yet?
I have.
Heck yeah.
I have gotten 3 so far.
Ooh.
Of the peanut butter patties, aka tagalongs.
Those are the bomb.
So we were having this discussion the other day. When we were in Girl Scouts, there were the core 5.
Yes.
And that was peanut butter patties.
Peanut butter patties.
Thin Mints.
Jinx. Caramel Delights.
Yep. Trefoils.
Yeah.
Which are shortbreads. And peanut butter sandwiches.
Oh yeah, that was the last one.
Yeah. And so they now have more variety.
Yeah, and sometimes they like change them out,
Yeah.
like on a yearly basis. Like last year they had some raspberry ones that were pretty good.
Yeah, they have a gluten-free option now.
Yeah, like chocolate chip.
They like to do all the dietary restrictions, so that's good.
That's very nice of them.
They have grown in price quite a bit.
Ooh, they sure have.
They used to be $2.50 a box when I sold them.
I remember that.
Yeah.
And I was like even like looking back on what they were like years and years ago. And
Oh yeah.
It was like 50 cents, $1.25. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Now $5 a box or $6 for the gluten-free option.
Yep.
So yeah, they've gone up a bit, but it's
They
always
have new
nice.
packaging.
Yeah. It is also nice though to support like your local Girl Scouts.
I feel like every time I've told you this, even when we went to the pumpkin patch and we passed a Girl Scout stand, every time I see a Girl Scout stand and they're like actively like, come buy something from us, I'm like, I have to.
Yeah. Because we were in their shoes once.
Yeah, it feels like a moral obligation of past experience, knowing that we went through that and like how like nerve-wracking it was. Like it was very nerve-wracking to stand and like ask people to buy cookies.
Yeah, like doing sales.
Cookies.
You're like doing sales at such a young age, like talking to strangers, like yelling at them, like come over here, buy some cookies.
Yeah,
it's nerve-wracking. Could be overwhelming. So we get it.
But
we were in those shoes.
I feel like I will purchase. Like I will break a bank. I will break the bank in order to support my local Girl Scouts.
That's so nice. Yeah, that's great.
I also support
cookies are great.
I also support my friends' local Girl Scouts in like other states. Like
that's so nice.
I have my niece now, and so I will get all my Girl Scout supplies from her. But
awesome.
Also like if my friends are selling them, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, give me 1 box for your kid, and if I'm out and like there's a Girl Scout stand and I have cash on me, I will buy some.
Aww.
So
yeah.
And the great thing is,
they're all over right now.
They're fantastic.
They are.
They're really, really good cookies.
They are dangerous though.
They are,
because I can wreck a whole box myself in a day.
I just realized when I told you that I bought 3 boxes, I was incorrect. I bought 4 because
That's okay.
I've already eaten 2.
Nice.
And I was like, wait, I have 2 more now.
All peanut butter patties?
Yes.
Sweet.
Those are my faves.
Those are delicious. My favorite.
Peanut butter patties slap.
Peanut butter patties slap. They are delicious. Those are my favorite, as well as Thin Mints. Those are my 2. I can't go a Girl Scout cookie season without them.
Peanut butter patties and peanut butter sandwiches are my 2.
Oh, okay.
Because I love chocolate.
Peanut butter.
I love peanut butter.
Nice.
I sometimes love a peanut butter cookie, like,
yeah.
Because peanut butter patties are peanut butter squished between 2 peanut butter cookies.
Like a wafer?
No, sorry, that's peanut butter patties.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, wait, what?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes. Peanut butter sandwiches.
Rewind.
I'm talking about peanut butter sandwiches.
Yes.
My bad.
The peanut butter is stuffed between 2
peanut butter cookies.
Yeah.
And then the peanut butter patties are
covered in chocolate
on a
like,
wafer with peanut butter, and it's like a Reese's and a Kit Kat had a baby.
My mouth is watering so much right now.
I'm not gonna lie, I wish that I had the box here with me.
I do too.
Because now I want them really badly.
Same.
Anyway,
Missed opportunity.
support your local Girl Scouts.
Yes.
We're gonna stop talking about this subject now because we've done it long enough, and I am
Yeah.
now hungry.
Now we want cookies.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Uh,
So
So-
I think
So normally, what we want to start doing at this part is taking some chaotic questions from our viewers.
Ooh.
So whatever you guys feel like asking us.
Chaos Crew, send them in.
Yeah, I feel like to start this segment off, I'm just gonna ask you some weird questions,
Oh, okay.
and
Me?
then you can ask me some weird questions.
Oh boy.
and
okay.
like we'll just get into it.
Okay, sure. Go for it. I'm scared.
Okay, here we go. If you were a fish,
Oh
or
gosh.
I should say, if you were an aquatic animal.
Oh, okay, I have my answer.
You don't
wait.
even know what the question is.
Oh, you're right. I could see where you're going, hopefully, maybe.
Okay. If you were an aquatic animal
Yeah.
and you were taken captive.
Oh, no, this isn't where I thought it was
Okay.
going.
It's a chaotic
Okay.
question.
Yep.
It's chaotic.
Yep, okay.
So if you were a aquatic animal and you were taken captive, kind of like in Finding Nemo, where the dentist takes all of the fish
Okay.
and he puts them in the tank. So
Yeah.
you're captured by the boat, because
yes,
the boat.
I understood.
Okay. You're captured by the butt,
Yes.
and you're taken to an aquarium.
Okay.
What type
Oh,
of
man.
aquatic animal would you want to be? And would you have a preference of aquarium that you would want to live at, or like place that you would be taken?
Oh my word. Okay, this is not where I thought you were going, and I thought that I had a really easy answer. I have no idea.
You thought I was just going to ask what type of aquatic animal would you be?
Yes.
Okay, well, answer that question.
I would want to be a dolphin.
Oh, okay. So if you were a dolphin, you'd probably get taken someplace like SeaWorld,
Yeah.
and that would probably not be enjoyable at all.
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Because dolphins, like, they're big mammals, so you wouldn't...
Do you think that if you were a dolphin...
I would want to be, like, a smaller fish then if I were going to be in captivity.
Yeah.
Like, I guess I would want to be, like, I don't know, an angelfish.
If you were a dolphin and you were in captivity, do you think you would be good at performing? Like, do you think that you
Yes.
would be like...
I do, because I'm a natural performer.
Oh, okay. All right. That translates. That checks out.
Yes.
Okay. All right. The battery is dying, so let's real quick
Yeah.
switch out the battery, and then we will continue this.
Okay. Throwing me for a loop here.
All right, we took a quick break.
Wait.
Hold on. Scooch back to the right. There we go.
To the right, to the right, to
There we
the
go.
right, to
We're, like,
the right,
perfectly
to the
centered right
left,
now.
to the left, to the left.
No
to
more
the
than
left.
10 seconds.
Oh, what?
No more than 10 seconds or we get hit with a copyright strike. I have to keep reminding you of this when
Oh,
you
shoot.
sing stuff. That's why I'm like...
We can X that out.
Okay.
I just like to sing. Singing is my favorite.
I like to smile. Smiling is my favorite.
That's the actual line from Buddy the Elf.
Yeah, I know, but I liked yours. You made it yours.
I made it my own.
But like the
Wait,
smiling
okay.
line is like, that's how I feel. But you
Wait.
like the singing line.
So let's go back to your question. I feel like since you asked the question and I didn't answer how you presented it to me, you should answer it yourself.
Okay.
I'm turning the chaotic question on you.
Okay. I would be a I can't remember what the kind of fish it is.
What does it look like?
It's got a lot of spikes on it.
Spiky.
It's a fish with spikes on it, and that would be me. I would be a spiky fish.
Wait, the pufferfish?
Is that the one?
Like that puffs up?
And then, but like it like
And then it
throws
goes back?
spikes.
Oh,
Like it's like
what?
spiky.
I have no idea.
I'm gonna have to
Wait.
Google what the spiky fish
Like-
is. Wait.
Or maybe you'd be a piranha.
I would definitely be something that if you touched
'Cause
me
you could, like,
in any
survive.
way, shape, or form.
Spiky fish. Let's
Maybe.
see. Spiky fish.
Yeah. Like what is the spiky fish?
This is a porcupine fish.
That's it.
That's what you're thinking?
That's
of?
that guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Dana, you would be the porcupine fish.
Oh, he's a member of the pufferfish family.
Aw, I can see that.
Okay. Yeah, I would be that guy. He looks like
Well, we can't really see.
He looks-
It's not working.
yeah, spiky fish.
Wah.
Hey buddy, would you be a spiky fish?
Oh,
No,
would
wait.
Be so
This
severe.
guy. This guy.
Oh.
Poison, pain, and a spiny fish.
What? Okay, so not a porcupine fish. Spiny lionfish.
A lionfish!
Oh my god, wait, isn't that what Schmidt wanted in the one episode?
Yeah, the one that's illegal in California.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's
Because
that tracks.
it's majestic and beautiful.
Majestic AF.
But it's spiky and poisonous.
And illegal.
That too.
In California.
So I would be that one.
Okay.
Because
I'm kind of jealous that you had this answer faster than I did.
I mean, these are things that I think about on a daily basis. So
Okay.
you got any other chaotic questions for me?
I could think of some lame ones.
I'm like, I got some good ones.
Oh boy.
They're probably not kosher for
Oh boy.
the internet, but we'll see.
I'm thinking of cake right now,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know where that can go.
Oh, here we go. We'll take it Jumanji. If you could eat cake, but you would explode,
Oh my god.
or eat spinach, but it tasted like what's something that's gross but not too gross, because where my head went, I think, is probably not okay.
What?
It's from the place where that fart just came out of him.
Oh boy.
That's what I was
Okay.
thinking. And I'm like, nope, that's
Nah, let's
probably
not.
too gross of a
Yeah.
thing. So it's spinach, but it tastes like plastic. There we go. So you can eat cake, but you might explode. Like in Jumanji.
Like explode into millions
Like-
of pieces and stuff?
Well, like in Jumanji, the movie,
Yeah.
Kevin Hart's character, when he eats
Oh,
cake.
the new one.
Yeah.
Okay.
When he eats cake, he explodes. It's his weakness. So he's not allowed to eat cake. And so he accidentally eats a sponge cake that they thought was bread. And he, like, literally just, like, he explodes, and then his new character comes down. So, like,
If I knew I was getting like another life, basically.
so if you had 3 lives, you would eat the cake.
I think I would eat the spinach that tastes like plastic because I don't want to lose my life to cake. I don't want to lose a life to cake.
I feel like if I lived a really good life, I would take the cake.
Nice.
Yeah. I would never eat spinach. Spinach is gross.
Oh, I love spinach.
Ugh.
Especially like
You have to trick me to get spinach in my system.
spinach soaked in like nice creamy like butter sauce.
I feel like if it was like
Yum.
soaked in something and I couldn't taste it, then yes, because to me spinach kind of already tastes like
So
plastic.
you don't like spinach dip?
No.
Oh wow. That's
I-
upsetting.
I also don't like spinach like in stuff.
Hmm.
I will eat it if like, so there's this drink that I'll have that's
Like a smoothie drink
yeah, and it's like
with all the like greens.
yeah, and it's like if it's disguised by like apple juice and pineapple and strawberry flavor and I can't taste the spinach, then yeah, sure. But you really got to trick me to get spinach in me.
Wow.
Because like there are some people,
I never knew
my
this.
mom is one of those crazy people who just like eats spinach.
Makes you strong.
Like Popeye.
Remember Popeye? That's exactly where I was going.
Yeah. And it's
Popeye
like
the sailor.
and it's like who does that? Like I feel like that's like crazy people.
Spinach is good.
Like, there are some
I
people who
used to
just,
not like it, but I do now.
There's some people who like kale and they'll just like eat kale. Like
Kale
for fun.
in smoothies is another big one too.
Some people will just like fry it and make like kale chips.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I feel like that's like a sociopath thing.
Oh,
Yeah. Like
that's dark.
yeah, like crazy people doing
Wow.
that. Maybe
Wow.
maybe not a sociopath, but like
Yeah, that was pretty.
damn, man. Damn. Like you enjoy eating lettuce? What are you, a rabbit? Makes me think of Ron Swanson.
Lettuce. Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah. I feel very strongly about lettuce, how Ron Swanson does.
Sweet. Interesting. Wow.
All right, so has any of this sparked a chaotic question for you?
No.
No? All right, we
No,
got
I
to
need
work
to
on your
get-
chaotic questions.
Need to get my brain pumping with some
What's like a
chaos.
weird, what's like a really
Well, because I
weird this or
think-
that?
This or that.
Yeah.
Would you rather be stranded on an island or in the jungle.
Stranded
Yeah.
on a deserted island
Yeah.
or stranded in the jungle?
Yes.
I would probably pick the jungle.
Me too.
Yeah, because I feel like, at least in the jungle, like, you can just roam around, but like on a deserted island, once you hit the edge of the island, you're done. Like,
Yeah. Then it's.
you know, I could,
that.
you put me in the Amazon, I could find like a new species.
Yeah.
But like, you put me on an island and
Like I'm thinking like Tarzan. Like you would just adapt
oh,
to the lifestyle.
oh, I like that.
Make friends with some nice gorillas.
I mean, your dog really likes me. I could probably make friends with a gorilla.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I like it.
that's fair.
That's where my mind went.
That's chaotic.
Okay.
I like it. It's a little dark.
It's a start.
It's a little dark because like you're stranded somewhere. So like, where are
Yeah.
you stranded?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. I got another one. If you would have to change your kids' diapers for the rest of your life, or let a mime follow you around
Oh boy.
and mime out your life for the rest of your life, which would you rather do?
Oh my word.
Right? Montana feels it.
Oh my gosh. I think I would get so annoyed at the mime. Oh.
I think it's the mailman.
I think I would get so annoyed at the mime. Montana!
Monty! We're filming! And your mom is answering a very chaotic question right now.
Filming in progress. Come on.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
Here, bud. Oh boy, sorry guys.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Good boy. Good
What'd you do,
boy.
Hey, buddy.
But like I was saying.
Well, he clearly has thoughts on the dirty diaper or the mime.
Or diaper.
Mime or diaper? Okay.
Cutie. Oh, no, come on, lay. No, okay, sit.
Oh, yes.
You're
You're-
blocking me again.
You are beautiful.
Okay, come here, down. Lay down.
Yes.
Montana, down.
Come here. Lay down.
Come on. Oh, boy.
Okay. Oh, gosh.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
gosh.
gonna sit on me.
He's like, hello, sir. I would just like to ask you about your extended car warranty.
Okay, so like I was saying,
Eat
I think I would get so annoyed at the mime and just be so over it so fast. I would pick the diapers.
You would pick the diapers?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're only gonna be changing it for a couple minutes at a time, and then you're done. You can go about your day like regular.
Okay. What if the mime is only for a quarter of your life? Like 20 years. Follows you around for 20 years. Still picking the diapers?
I think I would still choose the diaper.
Ooh. Okay, now I want to play how long until Chelsea changes her mind. How about 10
boy.
years?
Oh
10
boy.
10 years with a
10
mime.
years, no.
Still no?
Maybe 5.
Maybe 5. Okay. All right.
Good boy. Yeah.
I mean,
think I would just be so annoyed.
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my gosh, you again?
But like, how often do they poop?
Who? Kids?
Yeah.
Well,
It's like for the rest of your
right
life.
now, sometimes it's not even every day. The older one, yes, every day. And sometimes it's multiple because it's just like little
toots.
little
toots.
Yeah, and then he's like, I pooped. And I'm like, yeah, it's just a couple of turds in there.
Hey, you know what? If he's proud of it, let him have it.
I'm proud of it. He's proud of it. So it took a lot of work. Potty training is no joke. So.
I get really proud of myself when I poop. So I'm like, way to go, Dana.
We all
you did
do it.
today.
Heck yeah, good job.
There are some times where I don't do it. And apparently, according to my doctor, well, according to most doctors, that there are people that poop at the same time every single day.
Yeah.
And that's just like, that's another thing that doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, happens.
This chaotic question has taken a turn. I love it.
Taking a... Never mind.
Taking a turd? Is that where you're gonna go?
Oh, no,
Is that where
I
you're
wasn't.
gonna go?
But that's even better.
I'm about to sneeze. Bless me.
God bless you.
The chaos has
Blessings.
The chaos has ensued. Hi, buddy.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
maybe
do.
we should end it for today because...
Are you done?
Yeah.
No more chaotic questions
No
for
more
you?
chaos, and Monty's all up in our
Monty is
space.
all up in our grill right now.
Yeah.
Um,
Till next time.
So, yeah, remember to like, follow,
Subscribe.
give us some stars, follow us on social media at Dana Elise.
And at Chelsea on a beach.
And you can make sure to find us on Spotify and Apple Podcast and Apple Music or Amazon Music and Audible and
enjoy.
And join the Chaos Crew.
Join the Chaos Crew. Ask
And-
us more questions.
Yeah.
And if you think of some chaotic questions we can ask, let us know. Because we could use some. I could use some, I guess.
I just thought of a really good segment that we could do where I just ask, cause I just asked you how many times your kids poop in a day.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of questions that I could just ask you as a mom that
Okay.
I don't understand.
Ooh,
I mean, I think
mom questions, mom talk.
Yeah, I think I ask you these pretty often. I mean, remember that one time that I was looking for one of your kids to get slippers?
Yes.
And I didn't know what size to get.
Yeah, the shoe size.
And then I was asking our friend Kate, I said, how fast do kids' feet grow? And she was like, I don't know. And then this lady in the store heard us having this conversation and she started laughing. And then the lady at the
She
counter.
knows, I bet. Answer.
No,
It's fast.
No, she didn't know either.
Oh.
But she was like, I understand that. Like,
Yeah.
I get that. And then the lady at the counter heard all three of us having this conversation. And she goes, they grow pretty quick.
They sure do.
And I was like,
lady at the counter.
Thank
You're
you.
right.
Thank you, lady at the counter. But
Yeah, that's accurate. Very fast.
eventually you did answer and you were like, no, he won't fit in those in a few months. And I was
Yeah.
like, oh, okay. Glad I did not buy them. But
Yeah.
like, I didn't know.
They grow so
like-
fast.
I've got a lot of those types of questions.
And like, especially right now, like he's going through a growth spurt. So like Christmas was just over a month ago. And some of the clothes that like we had gotten him for
already?
Christmas, some are like too tight already. He's going through a growth spurt.
Oh my
Getting
goodness.
taller. So yeah, they just grow so fast and it's like, oh my gosh, I can't keep up.
And then you have this dog here who's been the same size for like 5 years.
Yeah.
You're just so cute though.
He's a little angel.
But yeah, we can do that next time.
Yeah. We'll ask more mom questions. That's a good idea. I like it.
I like that. Make sure you follow us and subscribe and check out our stuff on
Like
social
us.
media.
Like us, like us, like us.
Yes. And that's it.
Yeah. Oh, and I don't know if we said this, but we have the Absolute Chaos like platforms now on social
Oh yeah,
media.
yeah. Follow
I
those
don't think
too.
we said that yet. Follow us. We're on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram. So follow us there on Absolute Chaos Pod.
Yeah. I feel like we're missing something, but
Yeah.
that's just chaos.
That's Absolute Chaos.
Let the chaos commence.
Chaos commence.
Or should we be like chaos managed, like Harry Potter, mischief managed?
Ooh.
No, we'll think of
See,
something.
I
for
want to
that.
find something with a C. Chaos.
Chaos convened. No, chaos.
Chaos commences.
Well, that's chaos.
Is what you said originally.
Chaos commence is that's the beginning.
Start. Yeah.
And then like what happens when the chaos
Convenes.
chaos
Wait. No.
chaos canned.
Chaos canned. Nice.
Chaos contained.
Chaos contained.
Oh, that's
no.
no.
No, it's not the.
We'll figure it out. You
Yeah,
know,
we'll get there.
help us out if you think of something better.
Yeah.
And we'll see you all real soon.
Till
Thanks.
next time. Bye.
Bye.